Hello, everybody. So today we're going to continue our unit on classifying shapes and different kinds of attributes that shapes have. So today's standard is I can classify shapes based on their attributes. Okay, so we're going to be talking about some new vocabulary words, and when I say new vocabulary words, I really do mean new because we didn't talk about this in class when we did this unit, and we haven't talked about it yet during our virtual learning unit. So the two new vocabulary words are concave and convex. So the first one is concave. So concave is a shape that curves inward. So if you can see this star right here, you can see that it's going inside of itself. These angles are moving in. And the way that I like to remember this is concave has the word cave in it. And when you go inside of a cave, you have to go inside of something. So that's a good way to remember concave versus convex. So concave is when something is caving in, when it's going inwards. So you can see that the angles are going inside the shape. The next word is convex, and it's the opposite. It just means a shape that curves outwards. So most of the quadrilaterals that you guys are used to seeing, squares, rectangles, trapezoids, rhombuses, these are convex shapes. As a matter of fact, most shapes you guys are used to seeing, not even quadrilaterals, but most shapes in general, are convex. It just means that nothing's going inside of the shape. All the angles are moving outward. All right, so we're going to watch this virtual learning video.
How can you describe different groups of shapes? Let's look at some different ways. Ethan made two groups of polygons. How are the groups different? How are the groups alike? When you classify groups of shapes, you identify the attributes of each and then compare them with other shapes. What is the middle figure in Group 1? Why can it be included in Group 1?
Okay, well, I know that the middle figure in Group 1 is a square. These other two shapes in Group 1, they're looking like a type of parallelogram, more specifically a rhombus. The reason that a square can be included in this Group 1 titled rhombuses is because a square is a type of rhombus. A rhombus is a parallelogram, meaning it has two sets of parallel sides. And the other unique feature about a rhombus is that all four sides are the same length. Well, that's true with a square as well. All four of these sides are the same length.
The middle figure in Group 1 is a square. A square is a special type of rhombus. It is a rhombus with four right angles. Could a trapezoid also be included in Group 1?
A trapezoid cannot be included in Group 1 because a trapezoid only has one set of parallel sides, whereas rhombuses have two sets of parallel sides.
No, a trapezoid has just one pair of sides that never cross. A rhombus is a parallelogram, and a parallelogram has two pairs of sides that never cross. Here are some ways the two groups are different. In Group 1, each polygon has sides that are all the same length. In Group 2, each polygon has sides that are not all the same length. In Group 1, each polygon has two pairs of sides that never cross. In Group 2, each polygon has only one pair of sides that never cross. Here are some ways the two groups are alike. In Group 1 and Group 2, all the polygons have four sides. In Group 1 and Group 2, all of the polygons have four angles. In Group 1 and Group 2, All of the polygons are quadrilaterals because they all have 4 sides.
All polygons with 4 sides are quadrilaterals.
Okay. So this seems like a good time to tell you guys the secret word. The secret word of today's lesson is noodle. 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 But you need to keep watching because you're going to need this extra practice to be able to do well on your exit ticket. Secret word, noodle. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so select a shape that is neither a rectangle nor concave. So I need to find the shape that is not a rectangle and it's not concave. If I go back to my vocabulary words, concave is a shape that curves inwards. It means that the shape is closing in on itself. So, well, I can get rid of one really easily. And that one is this one right here because it's a rectangle. This says select a shape that is not a rectangle or concave. So I know it's not this one because this is so clearly a rectangle. All right, so concave means going inside. I noticed that this shape right here, this angle is going inwards. So it is concave. So it cannot be this one. It's not a rectangle, but it is concave. So I know it's not this one, and I know it's not this one. All right, let's look at the trapezoid. Well, I know a trapezoid is not a rectangle, and also none of the angles of this trapezoid are going inside, which means it's not concave. So I think this one might be our answer, but let's check this one just in case. Okay, so I know that this also is not a rectangle, but this angle right here is going inside, so it is concave. And the question is asking, select a shape that is neither a rectangle nor concave. So it cannot be a rectangle, it cannot be concave. This is concave, and this is a rectangle. So here's our answer, the trapezoid. All right, so you're going to see a question like this on your exit ticket. We just did one during the visual learning, but we're going to do one together right now. How are these shapes different? Okay, well, these are not shapes that we're used to seeing. They're not quadrilaterals. They have more than 4 sides. So these shapes are unique and we're not used to seeing them. So what makes these shapes different? Well, I'm noticing that although these shapes in group 1 are not the same size, like this one's the biggest, medium, and smallest, they all have the same length of sides. Whereas these shapes right here, some of these lengths are smaller than others. In group 1, all the sides are the same length. This side is the same as this side, 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 which goes for the purple shape and the blue shape. In group 2, not all the sides are the same length. It might be hard to notice it like in this purple shape, but it's really easy to notice it right here in this yellow shape. This line right here is way longer than this line right here. So not all of these sides are the same length. That's how they're different. All right, how are these shapes alike, or how are they the same? Okay, well, at first glance, it doesn't seem like they have that many similarities. We already talked about how these are all the same length and these are all the same length. So what could make them the same between the two groups? So if I'm looking, this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. This shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. And this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay, so all of these shapes here have 6 sides and 6 angles. Let's see if that's true about the shapes in group 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, that's a similarity. Let's check the red shape and the yellow shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then the yellow shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't forget to count this little guy and this little guy. Even though they're small, they still count as sides. All right, so Group 1 has 6 sides and 6 angles, and Group 2 has 6 sides and 6 angles also. So that's how the two groups are the same. So inside your exit ticket, you're going to have questions like this: how are shapes alike and how are they different? And you're also going to have some questions about concave and convex. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment and let me know. Otherwise, good luck. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I love you. I miss you. And we'll see each other soon.